So what I have here is one of the thigh pieces, and the next step I'm going through is I'm doing like a wet sand on it, which is using 400 grit wet dry sandpaper. And because you brush strokes the sealant on, it creates all these little lines. The brush strokes create all this on here. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm going back with a little bit of water and I'm lightly sanding it down. And what you probably can't see in the video is this I've already done. So it goes from like a rigid, kind of rigid brush strokes to right here where it's real smooth. Because I mean, this is like a space type armor, so it can't have ridges. It's not like medieval. So it's kind of, at the end, by the time this is all done, it's got to look like metal. So what I do is I'm just going to take a little bit of water. I work in small sections. I just kind of get it nice and saturated, and all I'm doing is just real lightly, barely letting the weight of my hand kind of add. And what will happen is it's like the first layer of the sealant starts to soften, and as I just keep making these light swirl marks, it just slowly starts to smooth that top layer out. Now this has probably got anywhere from 6 to 7 coats of sealant. So one coat goes on, it dries, the next coat goes on, it dries, the next coat goes on, it dries, and I'm using it at full strength. So if all I'm taking off is the first layer, maybe the second, I still have 5 to 6 layers underneath it that keeps it rigid. And once it kind of turns a milky white, you can kind of feel it as you pass your hand over it. You can feel that it's getting soft and smoother. So then we'll just take it, we'll wipe it off. And once you wipe it, you can see where some of the spots you may have missed are. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Nice and smooth. Completely smooth. So right here, smooth. Smooth. Pretty cool. So what will end up happening is every single piece, every single nook and cranny. I've already done the top. I've done inside here. Done the magnet. I've done this side, the edges. I'll literally go around and I will do every single piece. So every piece of this armor that will be worn on the body will go through the same process. It'll all have between 7 to 10 coats of sealant. Then every single one will get 2 to 3 sandings. So I'll sand this one smooth. I'll repaint another coat of sealant on it, and I'll sand that one down and probably do it 2 more times, give it a good even 10 coats, maybe 11. And each time I coat it and sand it, it'll just get smoother and smoother and smoother. And the object is not to go so far deep that you pull the sealant off. You want to keep it sealed, but you want to smooth it. So anyway, that's it. Working on the first thigh piece. Still got the other thigh piece. Got the gauntlets. Got the butt plate. I'm sorry, I did the butt plate. That one's already getting painted. And that's it. We're almost done. Thank God. Later.